Good evening, friends. I heartily welcome to all of you in our classroom. Today, we are going to start with the fundamental or basic concepts in a geometry. Now, see friends, up to 9th standard, you have learned some of the basic concepts in a geometry. But now, at this time, we begin with some of the basic ideas regarding the geometry. Now, see, the mathematics is going to be divided into the two parts. One is the algebra and a second is the geometry. Means the different things on the earth forms the different figures. Means whenever we consider the different things, various shapes on the earth, then you find the different figures. So now today we are just going to learn about the some small ideas, basic concepts regarding the basic geometrical figures. Now the first of all we'll learn about the dimensions. Friends, say what is the meaning of dimensions? Dimensions means what? Friends, so what is the meaning of dimensions? So dimensions are nothing but the basic measurement to measure the number of coordinate axes required to represent an object. Means डायमेंशन का मतलब क्या होता है? डायमेंशन इज नथिंग बट द बेसिक मेजरमेंट्स विच आर रिक्वायर्ड टू मेजर एनी ऑब्जेक्ट. किसी भी चीज को हमें बेसिकली जो मेजर करना होता है उसके मेजरमेंट के लिए हमें जो बेसिक मेजर्स चाहिए, हाँ, दिस आर नोन एज द डायमेंशंस, पैरामीटर. तो ये जो डायमेंशंस होते हैं वह कुछ फिगर्स हमारे पास जो होते हैं वह वन डायमेंशन फिगर होते हैं. कुछ फिगर्स हमारे पास टू डायमेंशनल फिगर होते हैं. कुछ फिगर्स हमारे पास थ्री डायमेंशनल फिगर्स होते हैं. सो नाउ in this case we are going to learn about the one dimension, two dimensional, three dimensional figures. Now generally there may be some no dimensional figures. We say that, for example, if you consider about the point, so point has no length, no breadth. So generally a point is said to be no dimensional figure. Point को length भी नहीं है, breadth भी नहीं है. So it has no dimension. So point is said to be no dimensional figure. Now similarly, generally suppose one dimensional figure. In case of one dimensional figure, suppose if only one axis is required to represent an object. When only one axis is required to represent an object, in that case, we say that the geometrical figure is a one-dimensional figure. For example, suppose if we say about the, say, line segment. Say friends, suppose if we say a segment. Now you all of know about the meaning of this segment. What is the meaning of segment? Segment means what? Say by joining two different points. Say, for example, if I take a point A and a point B. Now, when we join these 2 points A and B, when we join these 2 points A and B, then we get a line segment. So, line segment is represented by our 2 fixed points which are said to be the end points of a line segment. A and B, ये दो डिफरेंट पॉइंट्स जो फिक्स्ड पॉइंट है, ये फिक्स्ड पॉइंट को ज्वाइन करने से हमें एक लाइन सेगमेंट मिलता है. अब ये जो लाइन सेगमेंट है, it has only one dimensional, because here we have only one dimension. That is, suppose if I say the length of the segment is 5 centimeter. So this length is only the one dimension of the line segment. Now segment has a fixed length, or we say a fixed distance. So segment can be represented by 2 endpoints. So we can say that the length of this line segment AB is equals to distance between its 2 endpoints. Friends, then see, this line segment has only 2 endpoints, and the distance between these 2 endpoints is itself the length of this segment. So we can say that segment is a one-dimensional figure. Similarly, now see, suppose the second figure that we consider, say a line. Now say the second figure is a line. Now friends, what is the meaning of line? So now what is the meaning of line? So line is what? Say, suppose if I draw a line indicating arrow on its both these sides, it means this we get the line. Line is always represented by writing a small English letter on its right hand side. Now see friends, I have here represented the arrow on both these sides, which means line have no fixed length. It is infinite on both these sides. It is endless on both these sides. लाइन जो है उसके दोनों बाजू मैंने एरो बताए, इसका मतलब कि लाइन को कोई एक फिक्स लेंथ नहीं है, वह दोनों साइड से एकदम इनफाइनाइट है. अब लाइन को जो मुझे नेमिंग करना है, then I can write a small English letter on the right hand side arrow of the line. So line is represented by 2 arrows at its end points, and it does not have any fixed length. यदि मैं इसे कहूँगा लेंथ ऑफ दिस लाइन इज 5 सेंटीमीटर, तो कंसेप्चुअली मैं रॉन्ग हो जाऊंगा, बिकॉज लाइन जो है वो तो दोनों साइड पे इनफाइनाइट है. इसका मतलब उससे कुछ भी लेंथ नहीं होती है. दिस 2 arrows on both the sides indicates that the line is infinite or endless on both these sides. Now therefore we can say that this line does not have a fixed length. Suppose if I say, as I said to you, if I say the length of this line is say 5 centimeter, then it is conceptually wrong, because line does not have any fixed length. So friends, this is about the second figure. Now see about the third figure, that is the ray. what is the meaning of this ray? Ray means what? So now see friends, next we learn about the meaning of ray. Now see, what is the meaning of ray? Suppose if we take any fixed point, say O, and from O, suppose if I draw such kind of figure which is infinite on its one side, O is the fixed point, and if we take a line which is infinite on one side, means this line has only arrow on its one side, then this figure is known as the ray. So ray is represented by a fixed point on one end and arrow on the other end. So this ray where O is the end point, same as the line, ray also does not have any fixed length because it is also infinite, endless on its one side. So this ray is named as ray OA. We can name this ray as the ray OA. So ray does not also bear any fixed length, and ray is represented by capital letters at a fixed point and another capital letters on the other ray. So this is read as the ray OA. Suppose if I draw suppose if I write this as AB, then this is read as ray AB. We cannot read this as the ray BA. When I say that ray AB, then A is the fixed point and the ray is infinite on the other end, that is towards B. But suppose if I say this is BA, it means that B is the end point and the ray is infinite on the A side, but then it becomes wrong. So this ray can be read as the ray AB. तो हम इसको रे ए बी रीड कर पाएंगे जहां पे ए इसका एंड पॉइंट है एंड बी साइड से वो इनफाइनाइट जा रहा है. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज द रे ए बी. नाउ फ्रेंड्स, सपोज इफ आई टेक अप से suppose this is the ray OA and say this is the ray OB. So ray OA and ray OB have the common end point, that is O, and this ray OA and this ray OB are non-collinear. So the union of these two non-collinear rays having a common end point is known as an angle, where O is known as the vertex of this angle AOB. हाँ फ्रेंड देखो, मैंने यहाँ पे ये रे OA एंड ये रे OB ड्रॉ किया है. ये दोनों रे में O जो है वो इनका कॉमन एंड पॉइंट है एंड ये दोनों रे जो है दिस टू रेज आर नॉन कोलिनियर. देन द यूनियन of these two non-collinear rays are called an angle, where O is the vertex of the angle and OA and OB are the sides of angle. So this angle can be read as angle AOB, or you can also call it as angle BOA. where ray OA and ray OB, ray OA and ray OB, these two are the sides. These two are the sides of an angle AOB, and O is known as the vertex of an angle. Now suppose friends, in this figure I have taken OA and OB, these two non-collinear rays. But suppose instead, suppose if I take ray OA, if I take the union of ray OA and ray OB, suppose if I take the union of these two rays, but these two rays are collinear, then the rays OA and OB are said to be opposite rays. Friends, then these are said to be opposite rays. Now, so this is about the ray. Now say friend, suppose if we consider the two-sided figure, say that is the two-dimensional figure. So here it is said that this angle AOB, in this we have only one measure. Say for example, if I say this 30 degree, so the measure of this angle AOB is 30 degree. Now suppose if we consider say three-sided figure, three-dimensional figure, a three-sided figure. So in a three-sided figure, suppose we consider about the triangle. Suppose if we consider about the triangle, then friends, what is the meaning of triangle? What you call the triangle? Suppose if I select three non-collinear points in any plane, suppose किसी भी प्लेन में मैं तीन non-collinear points लेता हूं, say point A, point B and point C. Then in any figure, suppose in any plane, suppose if I take three non-collinear points A, B and C, and if we join these three non-collinear points, suppose if I join these three non-collinear points, then the figure so formed is called the triangle. The three non-collinear points A, B and C are called the vertices of a triangle. Means ये जो तीन पॉइंट्स है जैसे A, B and C, these 3 points are called vertices of triangle ABC. And while joining point A and B, then joining B and C and joining A and C, whatever the three line segment that we get are called the sides of a triangle. Means AB, BC and AC. These three are called the sides of triangle ABC. and this triangle has the three angles. जैसे देखो ये एंगल ए, B and C. So it has three angles. Now this angle A can be written as angle BAC. Then this angle ABC and this is angle ACB. So friends, what is the meaning of triangles? So if we take any three non-collinear points in a plane, and by joining these three non-collinear points, figure so formed is called the triangle. The 3 points which we are joining are called the vertices of a triangle, and by joining two pairs of a point, we get the sides of a triangle. So triangle has 3 vertices, 3 sides and 3 angles. Now sum of the measure of all the 3 angles of a triangle is 180 degree. That also you have to keep in mind. हाँ बेटा देखो, इन एनी ट्राइंगल, किसी भी ट्राइंगल में उनके सम ऑफ ऑल 3 triangles means sum of the measures of all the 3 triangles, angle BAC plus angle ABC plus angle ACB, then it is always 180 degree. Understood? So this is the 3-sided triangles. Now so now we have learned about the meaning of triangle. Friends, now see, on the basis of angles and sides, the triangles are classified into 2 parts. Means say on the basis of sides and on the basis of angles, we can classify triangle into 2 parts. That is, one on the basis of its sides and a second on the basis of its angle. Now see, on the basis of its sides, we have 3 types of triangles. One is equilateral triangles. Second is say isosceles triangle. And third one is the scalene triangle. Third one is the scalene triangle. And on the basis of angle, we have 3 types of triangle. One is the acute angle triangle. Acute angled triangle. Second one is the right angle triangle. And a third is the obtuse angle triangle. See friends, so on the basis of its sides and its angles, the triangles are broadly classified into the two parts, angle based on its sides and angle based on its angle. So triangle based on its sides are three. One is equilateral triangle, second is an isosceles triangle, third one is a scalene triangle. And on the basis of angle, the first one is the acute angle triangle, second one is the right angle triangle, third one is the obtuse angle triangle. Now see what we call an equilateral triangle. हाँ फ्रेंड्स देखो इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल हम किसे कहेंगे. सो व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल. सो equilateral triangle. See, suppose when all the three sides, suppose I draw a triangle and when all the three sides of a triangle are equal. Just suppose if we draw a triangle where the length of the side AB is 5 centimeter, length of this side BC is also 5 centimeter and length of this side AC is also 5 centimeter. Then see friends, in this triangle the length of all three sides are equal. Means AB, BC and AC, these all three sides are equal, then this triangle is said to be an equilateral triangle. Now in case of equilateral triangle, just for your knowledge, we know that all three angles are equal and these are of 60 degree. Means this all three triangles are equal and are of 60 degrees. Now this second one is an isosceles triangle. Friends, now the third one is an isosceles triangle. So now what is the meaning of an isosceles triangle? So in any triangle, when its two sides are equal, it means that when the length of the two sides are equal, suppose if we consider this triangle ABC. Now in this triangle ABC, suppose if the length of side AB, say it is 4 centimeter, and if the length of side AC is also 4 centimeter, and say the side of BC is somewhat, for example, say 5 centimeter. So this triangle ABC is called an isosceles triangle. So friends, in any triangle, when the length of its two sides are equal, or simply you can say that in any triangle when the two sides are equal, then a triangle is said to be an isosceles triangle. Now in an isosceles triangle, the angles opposite to its equal sides are also equal. Means when the side AB and AC are equal, then the angle opposite to side AB and angle opposite to side AC are also equal. So in this case we can say that angle ABC is equal to angle AC. So angle ABC equals to angle ACB. So this is about the second type, that is the isosceles triangle. Now the third one is the scalene triangle. The third one is the scalene triangle. Now friends, see what we call a scalene triangle. Scalene triangle means what? When no sides of any triangle are congruent. Just suppose if I take any triangle, say for example, say this triangle PQR. Now in this triangle PQR, if we say the side of length of side PQ is 3 centimeter, length of side QR is 4 centimeter, and length of side PR is say 5 centimeter. So friends, in this triangle PQR, say PQ, QR and PR, all these three sides have different length. Means the length of all the three sides are different. Then such kind of triangle is said to be a scalene triangle. So friends, suppose when all the three sides are equal, then we call it an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, all three angles are also equal. In an isosceles triangle, when the two sides are equal, then a triangle is said to be an isosceles triangle, and angles opposite to equal sides are also equal. But in scalene triangle, all the three sides are different. Means the length of three sides are different, then a triangle is said to be a scalene triangle. So these are the three types which are based on these sides of a triangle. Now this second means the triangles which are based on angles. Types of triangles. Based on angles. Types of triangles based on angles. So friends, say on the basis of angle of a triangles, the first type is stop. Friends, see now we were discussing about the types of triangles based on angles. So now see the first type is the acute angle. Acute angled triangle. acute angle triangle. Friends, now see what is the meaning of acute angle triangle. So see, in any triangle, when the measure of each angle is less than 90 degree. In any triangle, when the measure of angles are less than 90 degree, then the triangle is said to be acute angle triangle. Friends, then the triangle is said to be acute angle triangle. For example, suppose if I say the measure of angle A is say 50 degree, then a measure of angle B say 60 degree, measure of angle C say 70 degree. Then see friends, in triangle ABC, the measure of all the three angles, that is angle A, angle B and angle C, is less than 90 degree. Therefore, this triangle ABC is called acute angle triangle. Then this is said to be the acute angle triangle. Similarly, suppose if we consider the second triangle, say this triangle, say this triangle PQR. Now in this triangle PQR, suppose if I take this measure of angle P, say 45 degree, then measure of angle Q say 60 degree, and suppose if I say the measure of this angle R is 75 degree, then again see friends, the measure of all three angles, that is measure of angle P, Q and R, these measures are less than 90 degree. Therefore, this triangle PQR is also an acute angled triangle. Now, this second type is the right angled triangle. Okay, right angled triangle. See friends, what is the meaning of right angled triangle? Say, in any angle, out of three angles, in any triangle, out of three angles, if any one angle is a right angle, ट्रायंगल के तीनों एंगल में से सपोज उनका कोई एक एंगल राइट एंगल रहेगा. राइट एंगल मीन्स व्हाट बेटा, कि जिसका मेजर 90 डिग्री होगा. मीन्स आउट ऑफ थ्री एंगल्स of a triangle, if any one angle is of 90 degree, then this triangle is said to be a right angled triangle. ट्रायंगल के तीनों एंगल में जब उनका कोई एक एंगल 90 डिग्री का होता है, मीन्स के राइट एंगल होता है, then the triangle is said to be a right angled triangle. And in a triangle, right angle triangle, side opposite to 90 degree is known as the hypotenuse. Friends, this you know, which is the longest side of the triangle. So this is the second type of triangle which is based on the angle, that is the right angle triangle. Now the third one is the obtuse angled triangle. obtuse angled triangle. Now, obtuse angled triangle means what? So, in any angle, in any triangle, out of this its three angles, if the measure of any angle is greater than 90 degree, means in any triangle, out of three angles, if any angle is greater than 90 degree, then the triangle is said to be an obtuse triangle, obtuse angled triangle. Means, see friends, when in any triangle all the three angles are less than 90 degree, then a triangle is said to be acute angle triangle. In any triangle, out of three angles, if measure of any angle is 90 degree, means one angle is the right angle, then a triangle is said to be right angled triangle. And out of three angles of a triangle, if any one angle is greater than 90 degree, then a triangle is said to be obtuse angled triangle. So these three are the types of triangles based on angles. Friends, so I hope that you understood this basic concept. This is one of the humble attempt to explain you about, or to give you some basic idea about the basic figures of the geometry. Then bye to all of you friends. Bye bye.